Italy, a country where ancient ruins meet sparkling coastlines, where the breeze carries stories of centuries past, and the sea invites you to stay forever. In today's journey, we're exploring the 15 most breathtaking beaches in Italy, carefully chosen by the editors at Condé Nast Traveler. From dramatic cliffside escapes to peaceful coves, only the locals know this is La Dolce Vita in its purest form. Far from the mainland, closer to Tunisia than Rome, is Lampedusa, and the dazzling Spiaggia dei Conigli, or Rabbit Beach, a sanctuary for sea turtles and serenity seekers alike. Here, the sand is white like sifted flour, and the sea glows a translucent turquoise. It's protected, pure, and often named the most beautiful beach in Europe. Reachable only by a short walk and a steep descent, it's a place you earn and never forget. At Sardinia's northwestern tip lies La Pelosa, a beach so surreal you might mistake it for the Maldives. Its shallow, impossibly clear water stretches far into the horizon, protected by a natural reef and the ancient watchtower of Torre della Pelosa. Families love it for the calm sea. Photographers adore it for the color palette. And everyone agrees, it's one of Sardinia's crown jewels. A hike through oak forests and limestone hills leads to Cala Goloritzé, a UNESCO treasure formed by a landslide in 1962. The moment you arrive, you're met with sheer white cliffs, cobalt waters, and the iconic needle-like rock spire piercing the sky. Boats must anchor offshore. Swimmers must wade in through underwater caves. It's a spiritual place, one that feels sculpted by the gods, not time. Nestled on the Italian Riviera is the fishing village of Camogli, a storybook setting of pastel houses and cobbled lanes. The beach is pebbled, not sandy. But oh, the view! Behind you, the colorful facades rise like painted cliffs. Before you, the Ligurian sea stretches endlessly, and all around, the smell of focaccia mingles with sea breeze. This is Cinque Terre without the chaos, a secret waiting to be told. Just a breath away from Amalfi's bustle is Atrani, a whisper of a town, often overlooked. Its beach is small, but perfectly framed by cliffs and lemon groves. Here, time stands still. Children play in the surf while church bells echo across stone staircases. Locals sip espresso at seaside cafes and fishermen mend their nets in the shade. The vibe is intimate, local, and unmistakably Amalfi, but without the tour buses. It's the kind of place where you're more likely to share the beach with villagers than tourists. Inside the Zingaro Nature Reserve, one of Sicily's most protected landscapes, lies Cala Tonarella d'Aluso. You'll hike through wild rosemary and carob trees to reach it, passing rugged paths and panoramic sea views along the way. There are no umbrellas, no beach bars, just silence and shimmering water kissed by sunlight. The air smells of wild herbs, and the only sounds are waves against stone and the occasional cry of a seabird. This is where Sicilians come when they want to disconnect, recharge, and feel the earth beneath their feet. A true retreat into nature's embrace. They call this stretch La Costa delle Dei, the coast of the gods. And once you see Marisusa Beach in Tropea, you'll understand why. Imagine a beach tucked below a cliffside town, with white sand and electric blue water. Colorful houses cling to the rocks above, their reflections shimmering in the surf. Above, a monastery carved into stone. Below, endless snorkeling and sunshine. A perfect blend of history, romance, and that sleepy southern pace of life, where days stretch long and every sunset feels like a painting. In Gargano National Park, far from Puglia's crowded beaches, you'll find Baia delle Zagare. It's surrounded by towering white cliffs and framed by two famous sea stacks rising like natural monuments from the Adriatic. Their shapes are sculpted by centuries of wind and salt, standing like silent guardians of the cove. Accessible only by a private hotel elevator or by sea, this beach rewards the curious and the quiet. It's not loud, it's not flashy. It's poetry in limestone and sea, a dream carved in chalky cliffs and endless blue. On the small island of Favignana, Cala Rossa stuns with its rugged beauty. Named for the bloodshed here during an ancient battle, today it's a peaceful paradise of smooth rock shelves and crystal-clear shallows. The sun bakes the limestone, warming the rocks until they glow golden in the afternoon light. The sea is cool and gentle, with water so clear you can see the fish darting between the stones. And with no sand in sight, it's a haven for sunbathers, cliff divers, and those who prefer nature raw and unfiltered. Tucked between Portofino and Camogli, the tiny cove of San Frutuoso is unlike any other. Here, the waves meet an ancient abbey, the Abbey of San Frutuoso, rising right from the shore, its stone walls weathered by centuries of sea air and time. Accessible only by boat or trail, it's a pilgrimage of sorts, one that blends religion, history, and natural beauty in a way only Italy can, where monks once lived, and today, travelers find peace among ruins, pines, and the soft hush of the tide. Elba, the island that once held Napoleon in exile, also hides one of Tuscany's best beaches, Spiaggia di Sansone. Tiny white pebbles make the water appear a radiant turquoise, like a gemstone shimmering in the sun. Gentle waves lap at the shore, and nearby cliffs offer shelter and shade, creating perfect pockets of peace throughout the day. Bring a snorkel mask. The fish here are friendly and plentiful, flitting between rocks and dancing in the sunlight below the surface. At Cala del Bue Marino, nature feels a little wilder. Just east of San Vito lo Capo, this rocky inlet is sculpted by wind and time, with jagged cliffs and deep blue water crashing below. It's not for the beach chair crowd, but if you're seeking drama, solitude, and sunsets that set the stone ablaze, this is your place. Raw, untamed, unforgettable, where silence speaks louder than words, and every wave feels like a whisper from the wild. On the southern shore of Capri, Marina Piccola offers a quieter side of this iconic island. It's a favorite for those in the know, and for good reason. Here, the Faraglioni rocks rise from the sea like ancient titans, casting long shadows over the sapphire water. Luxury yachts drift nearby, but you can wade in from the beach and still feel like royalty. Toes in the sand, sun on your shoulders. It's a scene straight from classic Italian cinema. Timeless, glamorous, and steeped in effortless elegance. Another jewel of the Zingaro Reserve, Cala Capreria, is the kind of beach that makes you whisper when you arrive. The cliffs close in gently, cradling the cove in soft shadow and light. The water sparkles like cut glass, so clear it reveals every stone beneath. And the only soundtrack is wind and waves, echoing in perfect rhythm. It's ideal for a picnic, a nap in the sun, or an afternoon where your phone never leaves your bag. Just you, the sea, and time slowly slipping by. And finally, Fiordo di Furore, a narrow fjord carved into the cliffs of the Amalfi Coast. It's one of Italy's only fjords, a dramatic, cinematic place where sea meets stone and time feels suspended. A stone bridge crosses high overhead, and during summer festivals, divers leap from it into the blue below while crowds gather to cheer them on. The echo of the splash bounces off the walls like applause. It's both majestic and mysterious, the kind of place you stumble upon and think, this can't be real. A secret slice of wonder tucked between cliff and tide. 15 beaches, 15 different dreams, each one a chapter in Italy's story, where nature, culture, and time-worn beauty meet at the water's edge. If this video made you long for the Italian coast, give it a like, subscribe for more immersive escapes, and let us know in the comments, which of these beaches is going on your bucket list?
All World. Live like a local.